Welcome, grammar students. Welcome to Lesson 25, Completer Clauses. We have looked at the first two of our three types of clauses. Shifter clauses can shift from the end of the sentence to the front without changing the meaning. Describer clauses come right after the noun that they describe. They can be in the middle or on the end. Now we are going to look at completer clauses. Completer clauses. What is a completer clause? A completer clause comes at the end of the trunk and completes the idea of the trunk. Here's an example. I think that I'll go home now. I think is the trunk, and that I'll go home now is the completer clause. I think is the trunk. But is it really a trunk? Let's test it. I think is a trunk, but we need a completer clause to complete the idea. The completer clause completes the idea. What question does the completer clause answer? What do I think? I think what? I think that I'll go home now. If we look at our train, we see the structures of the sentence. The subject is I, the verb is think, the answer to what, often called the object, is a clause. The clause attaches to the trunk with the clause word that. The subject of the clause is I, the verb of the clause is will eat, and the answer to what is lunch. Here is the same sentence. Can you see that the clause is really a clause word with a trunk after it? Can you see that the whole clause, that I will eat lunch, is the answer to what? That is the most common completer clause word. I think that I'll eat lunch. When that is the clause word in a completer clause, it can be omitted. I think I'll eat lunch is correct. Just remember, I think I'll eat lunch is a trunk and a clause, not two trunks. A completer clause comes after a verb of thinking or reporting. Think often comes in front of completers, but there are other verbs too. You are likely to see completer clauses after verbs like think, know, wonder, remember, say, and hope. Here is a typical sentence. The teacher said that I should arrive early. My parents hope that I'm studying. Here are some other clause words that can begin completer clauses. As we have seen, that is by far the most common clause word for completers. Here are some others. Why, where, what, and if. We will look at a few examples. Do you know if there is a test tomorrow? You can have completer clauses and questions. The clause word in this question is if. In completer clauses, if means whether. It is not part of a conditional. I wonder why Ming is late. Some completer clause words are also question words, like why. Use sentence word order, not question word order. I can't remember where I put my phone. The clause word is where. Do you know what time it is? The clause word is what. In review, a completer clause comes at the end of the trunk. A completer clause completes the idea of a short trunk like I think. That is the most common completer clause word. That is often omitted. With a WH clause word, use sentence order, not question order. What should you do next? Congratulate yourself. You have just completed Accessible X-Word Grammar. We hope you learned a lot.